Alongside Bob McKenzie, and it would be great if we could provide a little drama. Oh, who will it be? But, well, Macklin Celebrini has spoiled the party. We know he's a unanimous #1 to go first overall. What sets him apart, Bob?
Well, it's just a complete game. I mean, he's going to be a #1 center in the National Hockey League, and then after that, the sky's the limit. Is he generational? Is he Connor McDavid? Is he Connor Bedard? No, probably not. But he's, as I said, #1 center, potential franchise player. He's going to put up a lot of points because he's so skilled, creative, great playmaker, great goal scorer, flair for the dramatic. But he's also so dedicated to play the game with and without the puck. Plays a 200-foot game. I mean, you go crazy with the comparisons. People hate comparisons. As soon as you mention someone's name and say, well, he's not Sidney Crosby, people say, oh, you're saying he's Sidney Crosby. He's not Sidney Crosby, but you know what? He plays the game in a similar type fashion. He's not Jonathan Toews, but there are so many elements of Toews' game that you see in Celebrini's game. So, yeah, he's a special guy.
A special guy at #2 right now, Anton Siliev, 6'7". We understand he's a huge kid, but what else has elevated him out of relative obscurity to #2 on your list?
Well, he's so big and he's so mobile, and he wants to make a difference offensively. He wants to make a difference defensively. Now, he's not as good as Chris Pronger offensively at the same age, and he's not as terrifyingly intimidating as Zdeno Chara was at the same age. But you know what? He's got all the tools to be a potential #1 defenseman in the National Hockey League. And if he hits the way that some of the scouts think he will, he could get himself into the Victor Hedman universe. And I realize we've thrown a lot of comparables around, but the scouts are really excited by this guy. But keep in mind, he's a Russian, and the scouting, the general managers and the North American scouts can only see him on video. Yeah. That could affect him on draft day because, well, there's other good defensemen up at the top of the draft too.
All right, so Siliev at #2, #1 Macklin Celebrini. Looking at the top 5, something else that stands out is Cole Eiserman from the U.S. under-18 team. This was a guy that in the last rankings in the preseason you had at #2, and now he slipped to #4, and some are suggesting he could fall down even lower. And then the second highest rated Canadian, Caden Lidstrom, a power forward.
Yeah, power forward that can score goals. 37 goals in 42 games for the Medicine Hat Tigers. At the beginning of the season, he was an honorable mention on our preseason rankings. Didn't make the top 15, just outside of that. And now he's on this rocket ride up. Now he's currently injured, won't play in the Prospects game this week. But he'll be back by mid to late February. And boy, the scouts are excited about the blend of power and goal scoring. And did I mention he's a center?
All right, so that's the top 5. Bob actually goes 80 deep. You can see his top 80 ranked prospects up on tsn.ca right now.